is the key that opens up the door. What you said to me. Good morning, you beautiful people this morning on this Tuesday of June 23rd of 2025. I pray everyone is up in their glory. I pray that you're going to get up and have a wonderful day as you travel to and from your destination on this day and asking God for protection over your home in your absence and asking God to protect you in your workplace, be a hedge of protection over you and your family. That is the most important thing. Let's not forget to say family every day. Let's think that we are not in this world just living alone, that we do have family. And also, I just want to just come and share this video with you this morning. I thought it was just too adorable, too cute, too funny. I mean, it's adorable and just too cute. It's about all the politicians and leaders and Donald Trump. You know, the babies chronicles. These are the little babies, and they just adore. I mean, baby conservatives. I'm sorry, baby conservatives. And I just think this was adorable, and I thought this was very creative, and I just wanted to just share some laughter with you this morning. But before I get started, let's go into our Father's prayer. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread and forgive us our trespass as we forgive those who have trespassed against us. Lead us not into temptation, Lord, but deliver us from evil. For thou you are the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen. And let's not forget, let's continue to keep Robert Sylvester Kelly in our sincere prayers while he's still battling with his health and also dealing with um, what's been happening with his health and also what's going on right now with his legal battle. It's he just, but Robert, I just know God ain't done with him yet, and that God is going to give him time to um on this earth, more time here on this earth. And like I said, you can't touch somebody's music without with music is spiritual, and Robert's spirit is in his music. So anybody that try to do any damage to Robert or his music, God will deal with them at a harsh level. He will expose them and deal with them very harshly and expose them to the world. And that's the whole thing. And people think they could just shut somebody up and silence somebody um, and think they'll get away with it because God is everywhere and God knows everything about us. So there's nothing that can go on in the dark that will not be put to the light. And it's going to be a lot of things exposed. I don't want to put it out there, but I know where y'all all going. I know some of y'all know about what's going to happen while they trying to silence Robin. And he you know, knows some things is some powerful about some powerful people, and they think they're gonna keep that silent. You know, they're afraid if he get out that their secret's gonna get out. It doesn't matter whether he get out or he's in jail. Your secret is going to get out. Um, and it is what it is. Your secret is going to get out. It doesn't matter whether he's alive or he's dead. Your secret is going to get out. Because what you do in the dark cannot, it will come to the light. Remember when David tried to hide his secret of sending Sheba's husband, Bathsheba's husband, Uriah, in the front line of a battle to die, so he can cover up his secret. So nobody's going to tell on you because God already knows all about your secret. There is no such thing as keeping something a secret. God, like I said, He's going to reveal you with it's better if you can tell it instead of you going driving yourself crazy trying to hurt other people to try to keep your secret a secret. It's better if you can confess your sins to God for what you have done than to keep your secret and trying to hurt other people as you trying to keep your secret. Uriah David put Uriah in the hottest battle, knowing Uriah was going to die in that battle because he got the man's wife pregnant. Uriah was a good servant under David. He was a faithful servant to David, but David did wickedness, and his secret was revealed openly. Openly. Okay. So anyway, I wanted to have y'all have some humor this morning too. This is so adorable. Let me play this video. I know some of y'all might have saw these baby conservative videos, and some of you may not have baby conservative politicians videos. Some of y'all might have saw some of them, and some of you may have never saw these little short videos on baby conservatives.
You've called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account...
Only Rosie O'Donnell.
No, it wasn't. You've called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account...
Only Rosie O'Donnell.
No, it wasn't. You've called women...
It's just awfully good that someone with the temperament of Donald Trump is not in charge of the law in our country.
Because you'd be in jail.
It's just awfully good that someone with the
You've called women you don't...
Who would you rather have negotiate with Iran? Trump or Jeb? How about this? Trump or Hillary? Who would you rather have negotiate with Iran? Who is Uma married to? One of the great sleazebags of our time. She's married to Anthony Weiner. You know, the little bing, 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 who's a perv. No, he is. I know Anthony Weiner for a long time. I knew before they caught him with the bing, 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 right? And he was a bad guy then. It turned out that he was a really bad guy. People don't go to her rallies. There's no reason to go. And the people that do go, she's bussing them in and paying them to be there. I mean, all I can say is I read where she was not black, that she put out. And I'll say that. She hates Israel. They sent her to negotiate peace before this war started. 3 days later, he went in and he started the war. She's been there for 3.5 years. They've had 3.5 years to fix the border. They've had 3.5 years to create jobs and all the things we talked about. Why hasn't she done it? People don't. We're gonna make it great again. He was so lost, I saw him trying to shake hands with the coat rack and then apologize to it.
You're being such a big old meanie.
Yeah, whatever, cry me a river, Sleepy Joe. He was so lost, I saw him trying to shake hands with the coat rack and then apologize to it.
You're being such a big old meanie.
Yeah, whatever, cry me a river, Sleepy Joe.
President Biden, tell them how you plan to address rising inflation and the struggling middle class.
Look, when folks are, the thing with the prices and...
Jesus Christ, Joe, spit it out. How were you ever president?
President Biden?
As a woman of color in the White House, I've shattered barriers, and...
Yeah, the only thing Kamala's shattered is the vice president's approval rating. Historic lows, folks. Even her GPS won't follow her.
As a woman of color, Bill humiliated me on the world stage for years.
Hillary, the only thing more abused than your trust is the delete key on your email. And Bill, he's still out here chasing interns like it's 98.
Bill... Well, we've been to the border. Not the border, but progress is...
Kamala's border plans are like her speeches. No direction, no delivery, and nobody knows where the hell it's going.
Well, we've been to the border. Not the border, but progress is
Kamala's border plans are like her speeches: no direction, no delivery, and nobody knows where the hell it's going.
well, we've been to the border.
I just thought I'd bring you some of these shorts that I was looking at these baby conservatives. This is just too adorable. Look at that face. Isn't that the cutest baby face of Kamala Harris? I just thought I'd give y'all some laughter this morning. And let's not stay in things in the world like doomsday. And let's have some laughter. It's good for the soul, it's good for the heart. And I just thought I'll share this with you this morning. I came across this. I said, you know what? I like to share this. This is Trump. This one is the Baby Conservative channel. So anytime you want to go there and have a little laughter with the baby politicians. Children are our future, right? They are our future. And just look at that face. Yeah, they doing baby conservatives. And this is all about Donald Trump and him roasting some of his, um, I'm sorry, him roasting these politicians. You know, it's just too much. So everybody said that, another thing I wanted to talk about with things that has been going on with R. Kelly. I I went on this one channel and let me see if I can find a picture of R. Kelly. So okay, I'm gonna just come out of there. I went on some channels and I was listening to some videos, right? I was listening to some videos that has talking about R. Kelly's health at this time, and I wasn't really happy about listening to these people because some people are just putting out things out there that they shouldn't be um, discussing. Some people were putting out stuff out there they shouldn't be discussing that is on R. Kelly's life. They sending misinformation for one. They twisting the lie and trying to make it sound like the truth. I didn't appreciate the way they are bringing updated information, really not really updated, just old information about R. Kelly. They're using the D word and everything. That has not been confirmed that R. Kelly only have a certain amount of time to live and that this and that is going to happen. From what I understand right now, they're still trying to work on getting him out of there because they already find that there is a lot of um, prejudice with his case. They feel there is a lot of prejudice towards him getting an appeal of his release and everything else, and they're going to be removing some people from his looking at his case. They removing some people. They trying to bring some fresh eyes and some people that are a little bit more fair in their judgment. So these people are being moved out of the way. This is what the motion is, that these people are to be removed from R. Kelly's case. Point blank period, because they overreached, the government overreached in the sentencing. Then what just happened with his health and everything just show proof that these people have been trying to have R. Kelly unalived, or they not taking his health condition seriously. So this is what's going on with R. Kelly right now. Then another person gets on her platform and she about Joycelyn. Misinformation again. There's so many people out here just talking on things that they really don't have any facts on. I don't have all the facts to everything, but the little that I do know, because I've been following this for going on almost 7 years. In July, when R. Kelly first went, put it this way, 7 years since January of 2019. Okay? Since 2019, R. Kelly's been incarcerated since July of 2019. 2019 to now, that's 6 years. 2019 in July will make 7 years. So when people out here giving information and talking on R. Kelly, they are twisting time. They don't know all the facts. They really not fans. They haven't been fans. They only get bits. They just get something from somebody and they just go run with it and just make up stories and lies and whatever. Joy and R. Kelly been together for 10 years. She's been with R. Kelly for 10 years. 10 years. She's been engaged to R. Kelly for 3 years. Within those 10 years, okay, she's been riding with him ever since. Since he's been incarcerated for 6 years, what she's saying is that in those 6 years, she's been visiting R. Kelly every other weekend. She's been spending time with R. Kelly every other weekend, okay? And within those 6 years, they got engaged 3 years ago. 3 years ago. People are out here saying, oh, that poor, mind your, I don't want to curse, God, everybody deserves happiness, okay? Now, if you feel you don't deserve it, then that's you. But everybody deserves happiness. No one is being held hostage. No one is being brainwashed. R. Kelly's been in jail for 6 years. And that's enough time that Joy had time enough. If she don't want to be with R. Kelly, she could have came out and just went on with her life and don't be with R. Kelly. Okay? But this is the choices she made. She wants to be with him. She wants to stand by his side. People are just so wicked out here. So if you're really not a fan and you're not a compassionate fan, a diehard fan, don't speak on R. Kelly. Don't. Just save yourself the trouble. Just don't just want to have some conversation about something and don't really have all the facts. Or you really not really rooting for his happiness or for anything that good come out of all of this. Just don't speak on him. Just go on and listen to your Diddy trials. You don't see me sitting up here talking too much on Diddy, Fat Joe, or Tyler Perry, or any of these people right now. There's so many other people you could go talk about that you might be in favor of. You don't have to talk about R. Kelly. And he could care less. We don't need that. Some people just don't get it. I don't like when people get in people's life and they want to say the most horrible things about them. I just hope and pray that God, all these people will get whatever God got for them. Just die already. That's what I feel about them. Just die already. You're so unhappy and so miserable with your life that you just can't see nothing good come out of none of this. R. Kelly is not holding nobody against their will. He never held anybody against their will. They was always free to leave whenever they pleased to. If they didn't feel right to be with him, they could have left alone. They just leave. He didn't held any and the lies about what her family is saying, her mother's saying, her father's saying. Those two are just looking for money and attention. She is a 30-year-old woman. 30. She's not a little girl. And there was never any children involved in this whole thing anyway. It was never any children, because where was the parents? Why weren't the parents the ones being for their testimony? If R. Kelly was going around here touching little girls, and even with the Aaliyah thing, they want to bring up Aaliyah all the time. Why wasn't Aaliyah's mother ever put on the stand? Because that never happened either. Nobody paid them off. I was just watching last night a platform somebody was talking on Sparkle. Everything she was telling about R. Kelly. Sparkle is a bitter ex-girlfriend. Okay? She's a bitter ex-girlfriend. Because every time she didn't show no feelings of like, any trauma or anything been done to her life, crying and carrying on. Everything how she talked about R. Kelly, she was up there, he said this in front of my parents, laughing. Like a girl, like looking back over some of the things y'all made a, your feelings for him. You could just see all the love and how she's still so dazzled about him. And yeah, that don't sound like no victim to me. She was still in love with the man. Her and all the rest of them. They were bitter girlfriends. Bitter girlfriends. Because they wanted to be the wife. Andrea became the wife. And she's bitter on the simple fact that she couldn't hold down a husband. She don't know what it takes to be married to a man that is very famous. You tried, it didn't work out, so move on. It's not, some people can't handle and carry being married to a successful artist like R. Kelly. Because some women can't even handle being married to a pastor. Woman flaunting around him all the time. That is some jobs is not for some women. You infatuated, you have your little crush, and you got your feelings for the man and everything, but you can't. And then when you get in the relationship with him, you got so much stuff come out of you that you wouldn't believe. Joy been riding with him for 10 years. Even while he's incarcerated. It's not easy. But she loves him, and she made it very clear. I love him. And everybody trying to make her believe that it's impossible to love somebody. And ride with them no matter what. He didn't murder nobody. And this one woman, she right now all over the internet going crazy for R. Kelly and trying to make it sound like she's infatuated. She got all this imagination going on about being R. Kelly's girlfriend, wife, or whatever. You got some people that just get sick like that of thinking that R. Kelly is going to marry them. Right now, all R. Kelly's mind is on is getting out of jail. Getting out of jail. That's it. So right now, this man just wants his freedom. Because he knows women. Because he had a whole history of women come and go. Joy herself even said, I had to ask him, will he marry me? Okay. And he said yes. You'd be surprised how many women out there had to ask their husbands to marry them. It happens, y'all. There's some women that actually had to propose to their husbands, which that is usually so odd. I would never want to do that. I didn't propose to mine. Sorry, sorry, sorry. I can't do it. But he's not R. Kelly. Woo, and I'm pretty sure there's a whole lot of other women that probably asked him to marry them instead of R. Kelly asking them. Well, he already married all of us. If to be honest with you, a lot of you already married to R. Kelly in your mind, okay? Because I'm riding, dying with him. You know what I'm saying? I'm riding, dying with him all the way to the end. So hey, we all married to R. Kelly. Us women, every last one of us, we married to his music. We are married to his music forever and evermore. Because that's how we love our R. Kelly. Yeah, we married to his music. He is such. He got enough love for everybody. Okay, he got enough love for everybody. But this is gonna be his woman by his side all the days of they. Oh my God, for all the days of their life. Just like I went to my sister's wedding. What a beautiful, beautiful wedding. I would like to show it to you on here on YouTube, but I can't do that. On the simple fact that people don't want their pictures out there. People don't want their stuff out there um, in the public. That's something I keep privately for myself. Yep. Family memories, family photos. That's what I do. But like I said, some of us we gonna stay married to R. Kelly. R. Kelly's all our husbands. Okay, he's our husband. On a spiritual note, we're married to R. Kelly forever and evermore. So, but this one lady, she's going real crazy out of her mind on this R. Kelly stuff. She's really losing her mind. There's the girl that's up here and everything that's making these videos, and she's so jealous of Joy. You could just hear that. She scares me. To be honest with you, when a woman is acting that infatuated and she's acting crazy like that and saying things about a woman she don't even know the woman, and she's just saying the most. She's just crazy. She's scary. Joy better get some security around her because she got some haters out here. People that just hating on her. Because she gets to be that close to R. Kelly, she got to get some security out here. No wonder she didn't want to come out here in the public, and I won't blame her. That woman is crazy. She's the type of person you got to be afraid of. She is jealous. I mean, jealous of Joy. Jealous. And she ain't the only one, but she's just one of those that I just came across on YouTube. She is jealous of Joy. Joy better get some security around her. Because you got some women out here, boy, they really think they losing their mind over this man. I mean, I love me some R. Kelly and everything, but not in the way that how some of these other women are feeling for R. Kelly. Because, see, I got my own man. So, and I know it ain't no way I'm going to be R. Kelly's woman, and I couldn't be R. Kelly's woman because I don't think I could handle that. So I love it just the way it is. So there's some out here that just don't have it in control. They get jealous. They just become very delusional and insane. And this one woman, she's on YouTube really thinking she's R. Kelly's fiance or girlfriend that they're gonna get married. She's some I think she's from somewhere in Europe. She's from somewhere in she out there somewhere in London, UK. She's in UK, Australia. She got some accent. She's probably she's crazy. Okay? She's detached. She is really detached. I was like, this woman is a nutcase. I said, Joy, gonna have to get some security around her because you got some jealous women out here that want to be with R. Kelly so bad they will do anything to try to get you out of the way. That's sad. That's probably why they keeping him there, because they know there's some crazy women out here probably protecting him from these nutcases. This girl is a real nutcase. She is a real nutcase. I can't get it. These baby chronicles are just cracking me up, y'all. I gotta show y'all this one. This one is just hilarious. Let me show y'all these baby chronicles. This one is a freak. This one will definitely have you laughing. This will have you cracking up. Wait, hold on. Let me do this baby chronicle for you.
Senor Pedro Pascal.
No ice raids.
I gotta show y'all this one. This one is just
Country, most of these countries, to do us a favor, they would have said no. Now they'll do anything for us. But we have tariffs, they've been set, and it's going to make our country very rich. How do you like my garbage truck? This truck is in honor of Kamala and Joe Biden. Please. I love Puerto Rico. Nobody's done more for Puerto Rico than me. I took care of them when they had the big hurricanes, and nobody gets along better with Puerto Rico and the Puerto Rican people than me. They love me and I love them. I don't know anything about the comedian. I don't know who he is. I've never seen him. I heard he made a statement, but it was just a statement that he made. He's a comedian. What can I tell you? I know nothing about him. I don't know why he's there. You put comedians up, and I guess he went on earlier in the show. I don't know who he is. She's a crooked person. She's a bad person. Evil. She's an evil, sick, crazy. Oh, no. It starts with a B, but I won't say it. I want to say it. So Mexico is saying that I offered to send U.S. troops into Mexico to take care of the cartel. She wants to know, is that true? Do you think I'm going to answer that question? It's true. Absolutely. Because they should be. They are horrible people that have been killing people left and right. They've made a fortune on selling drugs and destroying our people. We lost 300,000 people last year to fentanyl and drugs. They're bad news. Yeah, that's true. If Mexico wanted help with the cartels, we would be honored to go and do it. And I will tell you this. If North Korea does anything in terms of even thinking about attack of anybody that we love or we represent or our allies or us, they can be very, very nervous. I'll tell you what, and they should be very nervous because things will happen to them like they never thought possible, okay? He's been pushing the world around for a long time. The people of our country are safe, our allies are safe, and I will tell you this, North Korea better get their act together or they're going to be in trouble like few nations ever have been in trouble in this world.
They need to stop.
The United States has conducted an operation that killed Osama bin Laden.
Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi is dead.
The United States launched a targeted operation against that compound.
They did a lot of shooting and they did a lot of blasting. Even not going through the front door. You know, you think you go through the door. If you're a normal person, you say, knock, knock, may I come in? I need water. Help me. I need water. Help. Joe Biden is asleep. Kamala is at a dance party with Beyonce. The Democrats. Ooh, there was a mosquito. I don't want mosquitoes around me. I don't like mosquitoes. I don't like those mosquitoes. I never did. Okay, speaking of mosquitoes, hello, Hillary. How are you doing?
The total initiative relative to what we're going to do with more Border Patrol and more asylum officers.
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. Look, I'm just saying, I'm not a drinker. I can honestly say I never had a beer in my life, okay?
Right.
It's one of my only good traits. I don't drink. Whenever they're looking for something that I say, never had a glass of alcohol. I've never had alcohol. I've just, for whatever reason. Can you imagine if I had?
I know
What a
somebody
mess
that
I'd
was
be?
like that.
I'd be the world's worst. But I never drank. Okay? Never take drugs. Don't drink alcohol. Don't smoke. Enjoy your life.
That's true. I wish I could have done that, but hey, it was good for some people. Ain't good. And I heard that. I heard that Donald Trump don't do drugs. He don't drink. He don't do alcohol, but he just love money. That's his obsession. That's his high. And I think he gets high on. I mean, everybody got their own kind of things that gets them excited with life, and I think he gets excited in life with making money. That's what he enjoyed, and he played when he's too like whatever to bring him down some. He goes and play his little golf. He goes play golf, but he's not a person that really indulges too much into any kind of substances in his body. That's probably why he stays so strong at his age to do the things that he does. To do the things that he does, that's what he stays strong. He stays healthy at. Keeps his mind healthy. Well, anyway, y'all, just wanted to come bring you some laughter this morning and chit chat a little bit with you about our R. Kelly, right? Without R. Kelly, the king of R&B, and his life right now with his queen, Joy. And there's some dangerous women out there, but Joy better go get some security around her. Because there's some doggone nutcases out here. They want to be the queen. And they can't be the queen because I think Joy can handle him better than any one of the rest of us out here. Because we don't want R. Kelly like in that way. We want to see him happy. We want to see him happy with somebody. And if anybody, I would think she would be the best right now for him. That would be the best option for him with anybody. Not with that nutcase over there in the UK. Oh no, Lord Jesus. I'll be like, Lord, she'll probably try to hurt every last one of us. All R. Kelly fans, we'll be doomed. Because she's a jealous woman. She too jealous. And a man like in his kind of, status or whatever, he can't have no jealous woman around him. You see what he had when he had Drea, right? Drea was jealous, so he don't really need no jealous woman. Just the same thing with President Trump. You can't be around no jealous woman. No man should be with a jealous woman in they kind of status. Men that are successful, men that have a lot of charisma, they can't be with jealous women. That's why it's better when a man is older, has a younger wife. Because if he had a woman as old as maybe I am and been through some stuff already, it wouldn't work. As much as I hate to say, remember when President Trump was married to Ivanka? That was a mess. Okay, she gave him a whole lot of trouble. So did Mabel's or whatever her name. Oh my God, she was really a mess. See, that's what happens when they marry to. He's at peace now. He could do his work at ease without being, because Milani, she's young. She can handle it. One of the Bush's wives, I don't know if it was George W. Bush or George, the son or the father. No, it was the one that was I think it was George, one of the Bush's wife. Boy, did she look like a hag. You saw how old she looked when he was in office. He looked at all young and good, and she looked at like she was his mother. We'll talk about that some other time. But let me get myself up and ready for to get out of here. Okay, so you all, excuse me. You all have a wonderful and blessed day. I just wanted to make you laugh with these baby conservatives. Let's look at this one again, y'all.
Every country's called us. That's the beauty of what we do. We put ourselves in the driver's seat. If we would have asked some of these countries, almost most of these countries, to do us a favor, they would have said no. Now they'll do anything for us. But we have tariffs, they've been set, and it's going to make our country very rich. How do you like my garbage truck? This truck is in honor of Kamala and Joe Biden. Please. I love
morning,
Puerto Rico.
Corey.
Nobody's done more for Puerto Rico than me. I took care of them when they had the big hurricanes, and nobody.
Good morning, Corey. I just thought I just had to keep people laughing instead of crying this morning. Just wanted to just touch on a little things like, a lot of people put a lot of negative energy out there, and we don't want to hear all of that stuff. We're going to pray for R. Kelly. We're going to continue to wish the best for him and Joy. We want nothing but good to come out of all of this that he is going through right now. I don't want to hear the negative stuff. I don't want to hear none of that. And I just want to laugh to keep from crying. And this is why I'm playing these baby conservative videos with Donald Trump. He be roasting people for real, though.
Gets along better with Puerto Rico and the Puerto Rican people than me. They love me and I love them. I don't know anything about the comedian. I don't know who he is. I've never seen him. I heard he made a statement, but it was just a statement that he made. He's a comedian. What can I tell you? I know nothing about him. I don't know why he's there. You put comedians up, and I guess he went on earlier in the show. I don't know who.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to him marrying Joy. I want to see the wedding. I wish he'd give her a beautiful, because you know what? He deserves it, and so do she. Every woman wants a nice, beautiful, big wedding. But I'm really hoping he have himself a nice wedding with Joy as well. I just want to see him walk down the aisle looking handsome, and his queen coming to, I would love to see it. I like weddings. My sister's wedding was gorgeous. It was like a celebrity wedding. I swear to you not. It was so beautiful. I wish I could show y'all the wedding, but I can't show y'all the wedding. Her Cinderella wedding was beautiful. That's what I want to see. I want to see R. Kelly get married. I want to see him get married. I want to be there in the presence of it all. I'll be crying. And one way or the other, I was hoping that he could sing to her as she come down the aisle. Please, Lord, grant me my wishes. But anyway, let's listen to this. And that's what everybody probably mad about Joy. Joy needs some security, y'all.
Yes. She's a crooked person. She's a bad person. Evil. She's an evil, sick, crazy. Oh, no. It starts with a B, but I won't say it. I want to say it. So Mexico is saying that I offered to send U.S. troops into Mexico to take care of the cartels. She wants to know, is that true? Do you think I'm going to answer that question? It's true. Absolutely. Because they should be. They are horrible people that have been killing people left and right. They've made a fortune on selling drugs and destroying our people. We lost 300,000 people last year to fentanyl and drugs. They're bad news. Yeah, that's true. If Mexico wanted help with the cartels, we would be honored to go in and do it. And I will tell you this. If North Korea does anything in terms of even thinking about attack of anybody that we love or we represent or our allies or us, they can be very, very nervous. I'll tell you what. And they should be very nervous because things will happen to them like they never thought possible. Okay? He's been pushing the world around for a long time. The people of our country are safe. Our allies are safe.
I mean, he got the nerve to talk. This is the funny. Everybody's a bully. Everybody's a bully except Donald Trump. Even the baby. This baby do look like him, though.
And I will tell you this. North Korea better get their act together, or they're going to be in trouble like few nations ever have been in trouble in this world.
The United States has conducted an operation that killed Osama bin Laden.
Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi is dead.
The United States launched a targeted operation against that compound.
They did a lot of shooting, and they did a lot of blasting, even not going through the front door. You know, you think you go through the door. If you're a normal person, you say, knock, knock, may I come in? I need water. Help me. I need water. Help. Joe Biden is asleep. Kamala is at a dance party with Beyonce. The Democrats, ooh, there was a mosquito. I don't want mosquitoes around me. I don't like mosquitoes. I don't like those mosquitoes. I never did. Okay, speaking of mosquitoes, hello, Hillary. How are you doing?
The total initiative relative to what we're going to do with more Border Patrol and more asylum officers.
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said.
You saying they're gonna have a courthouse wedding? Please, they have so much security around there. A courthouse wedding? No. R. Kelly don't deserve no courthouse wedding. I'm sorry. I don't care. He don't deserve no courthouse wedding. He needs a wedding. Nah, he don't need no wedding in no courthouse. A nice wedding. R. Kelly, if anything, he wanted wedding in the church. In the church. I'm pretty sure he'd be very selective about. They definitely ain't gonna have no courthouse and no dog or wedding. If anything, he probably have one of those kind of weddings and everything where he's gonna be probably, well, his fans. It's gonna be hard to get all his fans in there. But I'm sure maybe fans like me will be invited. And maybe fans that, a lot of his fans that was really going like really hard for him for all throughout the time he's been incarcerated, they definitely will probably be on the be the ones who get an invitation. Not those some fans is just like, you ain't gonna have everybody there. So I can tell you that right now, because you ain't gonna trust everybody to come in, because you want to be able to make sure you see people in your wedding party. Like crazy people out there. There's some real crazy people out there.
Either. Look, I'm just saying, I'm not a drinker. I can honestly say I never had a beer in my life, okay?
Right.
It's one of my only good traits. I don't drink. Whenever they're looking for something good, I say, I never had a glass of alcohol. I've never had alcohol. I've just, for whatever reason. Can you imagine if I had? What a mess I'd be. I'd be the world's worst. But I never drank. Okay? Never take drugs. Don't drink alcohol. Don't smoke. Enjoy your life.
Remember they used to have commercials like that. They used to say, this is your brain, and this is your brain on drugs, with the egg and everything. Like your brain is getting fried being on drugs. They used to have commercials to bring awareness about drugs, things about burning the forest, like Smokey the Bear commercials. What happened to that? That's why I said we got to make America great again. Certain kind of commercials that used to sell things for humanity. I mean, not even humanity, but things about saving the environment, commercials about trying to help young people not to drink, not to smoke. Great commercials like that has gone away. They died away. They don't even put that stuff on TV anymore. Now they only just give you commercials on pharmaceutical things. Like, here's this Abrevia or something. This will help you this, and this is the side effects. You may have dizziness. You might, all of these things that telling you that you're going to have some side effects from, then you might as well don't take it. It's crazy, right? Well, anyway, y'all, have a wonderful and blessed Tuesday. If God's willing, I may be back with you later on today, depending on what comes up. But let's stay positive today. Let's get all of that negative energy away from us. I don't want that negative energy. I'm not going to none of these negative energy platforms talking on things about R. Kelly. They don't even know what the heck they talking about. You know, there's a lot of people out here that just not good people. Yeah, McGruff the crime dog. Yeah, dogs about crime. Remember they used to have commercials like that? You don't even see these type of commercials anymore. The commercials they sell today are just so stupid. Remember, I mean, I could go back in my childhood and look at some commercials that really was funny and really did help us, and you had a childhood. No, you had a childhood. They don't even have those commercials anymore. We need to make America great again. Okay? Make America guys again. Make America, give me an MAGA for MAGA, for America. Make America great again. Make America guys again. I never seen so many men crying about a war. Oh, not to go to war, and I don't want to go to war. I can't be messing with these people over there. I don't know nothing. That's why on your 18th birthday, you should be signing up for the military. Okay? They used to make you do that. They used to be all you can be commercials, remember, for you to get you to sign up for the military. For young men at the age of 18 to 25 to sign up for the military. And I'm going to tell you something. That's the law. That is a law. You just can't say I can't come in the military because this and that. You can't beat it like that. You actually have to go through the basics in order for the Army to give you an honorable discharge if there is anything wrong with you. If you having some kind of mental illness or something physically is wrong that you can't serve in the military to get an honorable discharge from the military, there definitely got to be something honorable. I mean, it has to be dismissed by the military. It has to be dismissed by the military if you can't serve. But by 18, you're supposed to be signing up. Men, women, we can do it voluntarily. We can sign up for the military. But men, you are supposed to sign up. Your son's supposed to sign up at his 18th birthday. They supposed to sign up for the military. Because throughout the whole Bible, men were trained to be soldiers or serve as in military to guard and protect their king, to guard and protect the country, the nation, whatever, to go to war. So it's nothing. It's biblical. So on your son's 18th birthday, he should be signing up for the military. I never seen so many crying men, and they need to bring it back. They need to bring it back. Instead of joining a gang, join the military. Join the military. The mothers that raising sons, that single mothers, stop trying to raise your sons to be your man. To protect. No, your sons belong. At 18 years old, he's supposed to be trying to either go away to school. Even if he's in college, he got to sign up for the military. That doesn't excuse him. Because even if he's planning on going to college, he can continue his college education while he's in the military. The military does all of that for them. Yes, it does. So don't be fooled. I've never seen so many crying men over this stuff with Iraq. We don't have anything to do with Iraq, and we don't have anything, I mean, not Iraq, I'm sorry, with Israel and Iran, and we don't need to be in it. When you sign up for the military, okay, when you going to find out all of that, what you're supposed to be in, foreign and domestic, okay? The government could use your services, foreign and domestic. Both. If we having some problems with some foreigners, some foreign allies or whatever, and they are friends, yes, the government can use you to go in and try to do what you have to do to protect them from trying to come and harm the United States of America. We've been raised. That's why they got to get down that rainbow flag got to go. It made men so sissy boy now. It's sending the sign that men are supposed to be so delicate and so. No, you are supposed to be war. You're supposed to be soldiers and be ready for battle. Okay, that's why at 18 to 25 years old, you are to sign into the military. And if you think I'm lying, go look it up yourself. So with that being said, voluntarily sign up for the military. If you don't, there will be some consequences. And that's why you hear about some of the things that's happening to a lot of black men out there getting themselves in trouble on the street, going to jail, and sometimes they saying they innocent. But if you ain't joined Uncle Sam's army, you seem to be an enemy to America. That's what they think. Look it up. There are consequences. You don't even see it. So I'm just putting that information out there. Go join the military. Keep America safe. If most of our men will sign up for the military at 18 years old and do some military services, trust me, they don't have to worry about crimes in the street no more. They be our protectors in our communities and everything else like that, because that's what the military will prepare them for. And don't say you can't be in the military because of some mental illness or maybe because you have some physical disability or whatever like that. They have to approve that for you. The military has to, the government has to, Uncle Sam got to approve that for you. For you to get an honorable discharge as a veteran. Okay? So anyway, y'all.